And I'm back. Can everybody hear me all right? A week, almost a week without computer. It sucks. Let me turn the volume down on my laptop here. There we go. So I won't get a back feed. Can you hear me all right? Hopefully. Where's my comment section there? Oh, there we go. Steve, how you doing? James, how you doing? Can you guys hear me okay? Can't hear you. Okay, that's good. This is my computer's been down for almost a week. A long story, which I won't get into. It was a total, well, it was bad. I wasn't even sure I'd be able to get on before my show starts tomorrow. But for right now, I'm going to use StreamYard. Still working on OBS. Have some issues with it yet that I'm trying to straighten out. But I should have it done soon, hopefully. They're hoping to get the Canadian Pacific 1776 Centennial locomotive tomorrow. Whoa, I bet you that's going to be nice. Bet you're pretty excited about that. I would be. Make sure I got everything going right here. All right, that's good. So, yeah, I accidentally paid $88 for a month for StreamYard. And even though I canceled the day that it was supposed to, the cancellation date, they took my money anyway. So I figured I might as well get some use out of this. Get my $88 worth. So, anyway, let's see. So, I haven't done a damn thing in the train room. Been working on this computer. Matter of fact, everything's scattered all over the place here, and it's a disaster. I should have it cleaned up by tomorrow, though. Hopefully. But my hair is a mess. Did getting inside information about it from the dispatcher I worked with during my railroad career with the CP. Oh, that's cool, Steve. So far, so good on the computer so far as the test. Well, yeah, I mean, like I said, I had a lot of problems. You would not believe what my own stupidity. Gerald Stewart, y'all know him, Santa Claus, right? He was bragging about how he likes the Linux Zorin, and it's supposed to emulate Windows 11. Well, it kind of does, at least on the face of it, but it's still basically Linux. So I went ahead and I did a dual boot setup on this computer. And figured I'd try it, and if I liked it, I'd go along with it because, there's so much controversy over Windows 10 and forget Windows 11. But I went ahead and I dual booted it, so I was playing with it, and I'm going, well, half my stuff won't work on Linux. Now, Linux has its own variation, like Linux has OBS for, live streaming, but I use Camtasia for my editing program for when I do videos. It doesn't run Camtasia. It doesn't run Bamboo Labs real well, the Bamboo Lab Studio for the 3D printer. A lot of stuff it doesn't run. So I says, well, this isn't going to work for me. So I went ahead and deleted it. Well, I don't know what happened. I guess I probably screwed up. I don't really know. But I got it out of there and I rebooted the machine, and all of a sudden it says, well, we're doing a much needed update. And all right, whatever. Hey, Ray, how's it going? And Lee, how you doing, Lee? So it goes through its thing about 20 minutes. finally comes up, it's fucking Windows 11. Well, I didn't ask for Windows 11. I kept it for a couple of days. I didn't like it. It slowed my machine down. And once again, there were a couple of things that wouldn't work on it. And so I got to go back to 10. So I have a copy of Windows 10 on USB drive. Just plug it in and reboot, and it's supposed to do its thing. Well, it wouldn't. I couldn't load Windows 10. Actually, I have Cyberlink, but I've got power to go. I don't have the power director. Well, I did away with the Linux. I'm back on Windows 10, and that's where I'm staying. Unless they come up with, maybe a Windows 12. I don't know. Windows 11 sucks. Don't want it. So I spent literally 4 days trying every trick I knew in the book to load Windows 10, and it wouldn't do it. This is all right. Well, maybe I'm going about this the wrong way. Let me try burning a CD or DVD-ROM. I have a DVD burner in the computer. Well, it doesn't work anymore. And the reason it doesn't work anymore is because Linux fucked it up. Because it was working a few months ago, So, all right, so that's screwed. So I went out and I bought this. It's an external drive. It was cheap. It was $20. You plug it into a USB and this is a burner as well. So I went ahead and I burnt a CD for Windows 10. I use the Enterprise Edition. And I loaded up in there and it works fine. However, when I went to retrieve I have 2 drives in the computer. I have a C drive, which is a M.2 SSD that's mounted right on the motherboard. Then I have a 4 terabyte conventional drive as drive D. Now, thank God I backed up most of the stuff on there, which is on this here, my little backup drive. But I should have backed it up before everything went to hell because there's a few files that I couldn't get back. But what happened was, I don't know if Linux did it or Windows 11 did it, but it wiped my D drive out. Completely blanked it. I couldn't even put anything in. I had to take it in the house to my other computer and fool around with it till I can get it to accept, had to format it and all that because I couldn't do it here. Hey, Floyd, how's it going? Hey, Thomas, how's it going? So I finally got that put up. So then I took the backup drive, loaded everything I had back up into the D drive, which was some of the stuff, but not, you'll notice, well, I guess you won't notice because StreamYard has my latest intro and outro files. I don't know if I can extract them from StreamYard or not. I'm going to try because I have the old stuff that I was able to save. I never backed up the new stuff. So, like I said, I lost a couple of minor things, not a big deal. Yeah, actually, I would have had 2, but no computer to put them on. So, like I said, I bought this portable DVD burner. Pretty cool. And also bought some new cables for the Ethernet cables. And I finally got the brushes in for the printer for maintenance. So, hey, Tom. Yeah, well, yes and no. I'm using StreamYard because OBS isn't set up properly yet. It will be, but I still have a lot of things that I got to load into it. And I still haven't got the Stream Deck working yet either, which is, I don't really need it, but it's nice. So tomorrow when I do my live stream, I'll probably just do it on StreamYard like I'm doing now because I figured out I paid for it. Might as well take advantage of it. So So anyways, I found out why it wouldn't load Windows 10, because what it had done is it burnt an EFI file onto the D drive. I'm thinking Windows 11 did that, but it could have been Linux. I don't know. If I'd have known, I would have disconnected it before. I should have before I'd done any of this stuff. You know what? Because I moved everything over to that drive that was important to me, like certain files and stuff. I just assumed they'd be there. So while I was screwing around, I had the D drive disconnected while I was trying to load up the Windows 10. Well, it loaded up. So what was happening was the EFI file on the D drive was preventing Windows 10 from loading on the computer. Some fucked up shit, man. Hey, Signal Cabin, how you doing? So I spent literally, well, might as well say 6 days, because today's the 6th day, because all this stuff happened right after the live stream last week. I will never again attempt to update the OS, at least not the Linux. Linux sucks. I don't care what anybody says. I don't like it. It's not Windows 11. It doesn't even... The only thing it emulated on Windows 11 was the screen. But underneath the screen, it's still Linux. Because, I got the impression, because I'm reading it, it's just like Windows 11. I'm thinking, well, shit, I can run all my Windows 11 stuff on it. No, you can't. So don't fall for it if you're thinking about going over to Linux. And once again, I've been on Windows since it came out. It's what I know best, and I've worked with Linux a little bit. I never did like Linux. And believe it or not, the Zorin is actually Ubuntu, which is Linux, from about 15 years ago. So a couple of guys in Austria or wherever the hell it was, they said, let's try and make it look like Windows 11. So they took Ubuntu, which is Linux, and gave it a different face. That's all it did. It still relies on Linux programming. And Linux is still very limited, so if anybody's thinking about changing over, don't. Stick with Windows if that's what you're using. Like I said, I just read an article on YouTube. Oh, didn't read it, listen to it. And they think that Windows 11 is going to be discontinued by the end of this year. Which means that obviously they're working on 12, which was rumored anyway. And 12 was supposed to fix all the problems that 11 had. We'll see. If I like it, I'll go to 12, but I'm not holding my breath because it seems like every time they do a new iteration, they just fuck it up. Yeah. They should just maybe revamp 10. Call it 12, but it's still 10, and everything can remain the same. I don't need AI in my computer. I don't care about AI. I still have my own brain to think with. I don't need a mechanical one to do it or electronic one. So that's where I'm at with this whole stupid thing. So yes, I will be live tomorrow at 6:00 Eastern time. But we'll probably be on StreamYard because I doubt very much I'll have OBS really ready. And I want to test it anyway. So I'm not going to have enough time to even get it finished or tested before tomorrow's live stream. So you'll see me here on StreamYard instead, which is fine. And other than that, like I said, unfortunately, the only thing I got accomplished, because, I was busy working on the computer, but in between wait times, I did get the tracks wired on the drop arm. So I've got power to that now, but I've got to run the wires for the back of it, behind it, and it still had another piece of tracking down there. So I may or may not have trains running tomorrow. I'm not sure yet. The good news is the drop down is working out really well for me. You can go back, and trains go back and forth on it without derailment or any problem. So we're good to go on that. Mostly I'm going to have to clean up the layout because I took everything off the bench here so I could work on the computer. So I've got to put the printer back over there. I don't know what I'm going to do with the 3D printer yet, the resin printer. I may leave it out for a while because I'm thinking about, all right, Steve, thanks for popping in, man. Are you getting ready to take a trip? Cool. Have a great rest of your day. Yeah, you too, man. We'll see you later, Steve. I want to start seriously thinking about possibly after the first of the month, start laying down the floor for the shed, which will be the extra room behind this one here. So if I get the floor done, the rest is easy. So I'd like to really get that set up and finished, which could take a couple of months, mind you, or more. Some of it's money, some of it's just labor. You know, because the shed, like I said, I'll have to put it together, but I'm going to order one from Amazon. And I think it was it's a 7.5 by 5.5 or so. It's an odd size. It's $300. I figure that's a good deal. It's fine for what I need. And that'll make a nice extra room for the printers. I'm going to turn the sink around so it's in the other room. And I'll actually have a workbench here without printers on it or anything. I want to get more of these benches. I don't know how well you can see that. I can't change cameras either yet. I'm not set up for it. But this desk behind me here, the workbench, I'd like to buy 2 more of them. They're $150 each. I don't know how soon I could do that. As I may have to take this one and put it in the other room for the printers, at least temporarily, and then buy another one for in here, which I might do that anyway. So that's the plan anyway. Whether that pans out or not, well, you know me. So anyway, this was just a test. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on here. I'm glad to see that it's working. The sound is good. I assume the video is good. Is there any stuttering, buffering, or lag? Is anything going on? Let me know. Because I am tied into Starlink now, and I moved the modem router right here on top of the computer and ran a small Ethernet cable from there to the computer, so I'm direct now. So I'm not using Wi-Fi for this. Everything else can use the Wi-Fi, but for now this will be good. I still have Comcast hooked up, but I'm probably going to can it this week. At least sometime this coming week. Oh, this week. Yeah, this week. Probably Friday. I got to bring everything back anyway, so. But from what I see on the monitor here, it looks good. So hopefully it will be. Now it's raining right now, which is also, I don't seem to have any problems. At least I can't really tell on this because it doesn't give me all the specifics on StreamYard. That's why I said, is everything coming through okay? If it is, that's a good sign. That means Starlink is working, my computer is working. And like I said, I've cleaned a lot of crap out of the computer too. So sometimes you need to redo these things, you know. And I've done it before, so I figured it was probably getting about time. I think I reformatted the computer. Well, actually, when I replaced the motherboard, that was about 6 months ago, thereabouts. So I renewed it at that point. Like I said, so far I've got my Camtasia's working and bringing the speed test up on the browser. All right, we can do that. Hold on a minute. Oops, wrong one. Speed test. Speed test. Let's see what we got going here. Oh boy, it's good. Yeah, let's go ahead and allow it. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be about 100 down. And the upload's not that great. Like I said, it is raining. Now, I check it better on my phone. Oh boy. Speed test. It may be more accurate on my phone anyway. Because I'm showing 94 down, 4.3 up. But on the phone, I'm showing 287 down and still calculating. Doing 28 up with a ping of 21. It's not bad. It actually was higher and it dropped a little bit. Well, that's what we got going there. And I don't really trust the internet or the online shit too much. So I tend to trust the phone more. Let's see, Jim, picture and sound is all good from this end. So no stuttering, no buffering, no problems at all. That's good. Like I said, if it wasn't raining, I'd probably have a higher upload speed. The rain does affect it to a point, not much, but to a little bit of difference it makes. So, of course, now like I said, this is on StreamYard. I don't think I can do a test on OBS. I might be able to do a test on OBS. Maybe I will later on or tomorrow. But I'm not going to fool that tomorrow. I'll set up StreamYard and be good with that. So, because I'm using an older version of OBS. I think I'm using version 29. The oldest one they go back is 28. But the newest now is 39, I think. And it seems to be working better with the older version, so I'm going to try it. We'll see how it works. Your download is 900, upload is 675. Damn, what are you on, Fiverr? You'd have to be to get those speeds. We ever get fiber here, I'll go over that and screw. I mean, I like Starlink, but I'm not married to it. 675 up, man. That must be nice. No wonder you have no problems with your live streams. Of course, the live stream is mostly the upload speed. Download doesn't make that much difference. Download speed is good for downloading files, movies, whatever. So run it again, just for shits and giggles. I said, depending on the weather. Yeah, it's funny because it's actually hitting several satellites. I got 330 down. And $24 up, and it's pinging at 19, which is pretty good. Jim, I have had fiber since I moved into my new home. Plus, I'm using an internet service, not cable. Yeah, must be nice. Now, I don't know if that's ever going to happen here. They say that you 5 to 10 years off before they get fiber out here. Shit, by that time, I might even be dead. Who knows? Probably not dead. Hope not. Anyway, that's still a long time. 5 to 10 years. Yeah, because like I said, we're out in the boonies. They're not gonna rush to put it in. And well, Comcast won't anyway. Now, if we ever get somebody new out here that actually specializes in the fiber, then you might see something at some point. But I'm not holding my breath on that either. So we'll see. But yeah, see, like I said, it's not bad. 330 down, 24 up, 19 pinging. It's showing backwards on there. I think everything is backwards. I wonder if I can reverse the camera. I think I can. I'm not sure. Camera. Oh shit! I'm not even using the high definition. There you go. Mirror. Yeah. I want my camera mirrored. There we go. I didn't set that thing up. I don't know who did. Let me see. It should be right now. You'll be able to see it properly. Yep, there we go. 330, 24, 19 pinging. So I said I wanted to do this as a test, make sure I had everything set up. Now I'm doing this at 720. I could do 1080, but I think 1080 will put a strain on the system. So I'll just stick with the 720. It'll be fine. So everything's still good. No buffering, no jerky motions or any of that shit. I mean, it looks good from my end here on the. I got the laptop on the channel. It looks like it's working pretty good. So, of course, the delay fucks me all up too because there's like probably about a 5 to 10 second delay from what's on the screen to what's on the internet. All right, well, I'm going to wrap this up now. This is a successful test, so I'll be using this tomorrow, and I think I'm going to go get some dinner. It's 5:15, and I'm tired. I've been out here half the fucking day. So tomorrow's another day, and maybe I get something done. Maybe I get trains running. Who knows? We'll see. All right, guys. Al and Ray. I think Ray's here, wasn't he? I don't even remember now. Yeah, Ray. I made a new piece. I started working on it because, like I said, I couldn't do anything without the computer. I did a new ring, and I lowered it, so it might be better. But I didn't lower it a whole lot, but yeah, I lowered it about 2 or 3 millimeter. Take that off of there. And so when you stick it in, where's that thing here? It's going to sit a little lower. If I get all the, there we go. Get in there. There we go. Yeah. I don't know how well you can see that. It's actually lower than it was. At least I think it is, or did it go up higher? I might have screwed up and did it backwards. I'll figure it out, but as soon as I get this figured out, I'll send the files to you. All right, Tom, have a good one, man. Thanks for coming in. Ah. Yeah, I think I did do this backwards. Let's see, that goes. No, actually, I did it right. Okay, yeah, so it's about, maybe 3 or 4 millimeters lower. The ring does what you asked for. So I'll send you that file. And I'm going to go ahead and print it. I did the insert. I already modified it. I just got to print it yet. So I'm going to go ahead and print it. And if it works out, I'll send you both files probably in the next 15, 20 minutes. So let me know how they work. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to get off of this thing now. I consider this a successful test. And we'll see y'all tomorrow night, man. 6 o'clock, Shortline Thursday. Bye for now.